Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's beauty blog. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome back. I know I've been gone for a few weeks and I did take an unintentional break from YouTube. And I have to tell you, from what happened to my channel a few weeks ago, it just really stressed me out. Like, beyond. I was just like so stressed from that and everything else that has been going on that I just really needed to take a break. Another thing too is that I have mentioned that, for the last part of February and into the first part of March, that my schedule was going to be really crazy. I was going to be working a lot more hours and longer days, and I just haven't had the energy to pop up here and film. Like, there'd be days where I wanted to, but I just could not do it because I was not in the right mindset. Good news is that my schedule is changing here, hopefully after this coming week, and I will have more of a regular schedule now and shorter work days, like 8 hours instead of 9, 10, or 11 hours, which is going to be fabulous. And I'm gonna have a set work schedule, which I love. So I'm hoping everything works out, that I can have that set schedule. And once my schedule is set, I'm going to try to have Fridays as my regular day for YouTube videos, and then I'll pop up in between for extra videos. Now, what this video is about today is I'm gonna share with you all my absolute favorite products to where they have made a big difference in my skin. They have helped me achieve that makeup optional skin. I am so in love with the way my skin looks right now, and I feel like I am turning back time with my skin. And I'm gonna let you guys go into a clip right now, and this is sort of an introduction of what my skin looked like this morning. Now, last week, just so you guys know, I did not use any devices on my skin whatsoever. I just did my skincare and that was it. Well, this week, because last week I did my last session of the CO2 lift mask and the hot peel. And that day I did the Pico toner and my Misama panel. But all this week, the only device I have used on my skin actually to help penetrate products is, I have it here, is the the Medicube Booster H. This is the only one that I've used all week, and no microcurrent. Actually, I take that back. I used my Misama LED panel. I used it 3 times this week, okay? So you're gonna go into this clip of my skin. Now, I will tell you also that I am puffy because last night my husband and we went out to dinner and I indulged. I had some salty food, I had some wine, so I am a little bit puffy, but it doesn't reflect that in my skin, I don't think, from in the past when I've gone out to dinner and, indulged, that I always woke up with a really red face and my skin looked irritated, but it didn't look like that last night or this morning. So you guys are gonna go into this clip. I did it a few hours after I woke up. I did not do anything to my skin. And then after I got out of the shower, so you guys can see how great my skin looks like without makeup. So you guys are gonna go into that, and then I'll come back and we'll get into the gist of this video. Aloha everyone. It's Saturday morning and I just woke up, and I was just sitting here looking at my skin, and for just waking up, my skin just looks so beautiful. I'm just so amazed at the condition of my skin and the health and how much it's changed. I mean, over the last 6 months, but I've really seen a boost in it in the last 2, and especially the last month. And everything that I'm going to share with you in this video are my absolute favorites with my skincare and devices, and where I see the best changes in my skin. I feel like I'm turning time, like time is turning back, like literally. I have really noticed within actually this last week that my fine lines that I'm getting from going down like this here on my chin, my smile lines are looking less apparent. They've plumped up significantly. This right in here, my marionette lines are filling in and looking better. And my mouth is starting to turn up. My under eyes are filling in. I just woke up, so I am really puffy and allergies are kicking in here and I've been battling them, but not as bad as what I have in the past. So I am puffy right in through here, and I am puffy right here in my face because we went out to dinner last night and I had some salty food and I had some wine. So to be completely honest, but you see this healthy glow on my skin. And last night I was so lazy, I just washed my face. I double cleansed. I went in with the Isden cleansing oil and then my Victoria Deanne balancing cleanser, and I threw on just the Isden nighttime age contour cream on my skin, and I went to bed. And I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night and I woke up at 4:30 because of Misha. So I got 7 hours of sleep last night. I haven't had 7 hours of sleep and I can't even remember when, okay? So, but just look at my skin. Look at this glow. Look at the evenness of my skin. Look at the firmness. Look at the texture. It's got that bounce back. Now, I do, definitely need more firming, but the crepiness on my neck is gone, and this is looking firmer and tighter right in through here. Now, with my skin, what I see of my flaws is more of a structural thing. Like, I'm really happy with the quality of my skin. The density is coming back, that collagen, that elastin, those dermal fat cells. It's all coming together, and I feel like I am turning back time. Like, I feel like this is the healthiest that my skin's looked in a very, very long time, and I'm going to share with you everything that I've been doing. And these are all my favorite products in the entire world and devices and tools. But what I want to work on is, as you see that I suffer from hooded eyes, I've always had hooded eyes, and then with aging, they're losing the firmness, and they're getting hooded to where now my upper eyelid is coming to my eyelashes. And if you could pinch your skin here, that's what they say, like that's when you need to get like a brow lift, but I'm not going to go that route. Now, I've never done any Botox, fillers, any procedures like that. I've never done laser on my skin. I've tested the near laser. It didn't work for me. It like ruined my skin because I have thin skin. I have dabbled in radio frequency, but I stopped using radio frequency. On March 17th, it'll be 1 year. I haven't used radio frequency. I've just been sticking with microcurrent, red LED light therapy. I've done microdermabrasion with the Dermadisc. I've done microchanneling with the Diminuage pen. That is it. And then I've done some peels the last month with the CO2 lift mask. But what has been game changing for me and my overall skincare routine has been my Victoria Deanne peptides, their line actually, and Adipo. Those are my skincare game changers, but I'm going to go over all that with you. And then also regularly wearing SPF. I finally found SPFs that work for my skin, that I've been able to be consistent with and wear on an everyday basis. And I can't tell you how important your SPF is. It's really important that you find a formula that you like and that you can wear every day, because it truly makes a difference, especially when you are mature or you are maturing and you're starting to lose that collagen and elastin, because the sun does damage your collagen and elastin, and you'll get glycation, you're going to get more fine lines and wrinkles and skin sagging, and we want to protect all that from the sun. But I'm going to go over everything in this video that they're my favorites and what I've been loving for my skin. But what I want to work on is my eyes, okay? So I need to lift up my eyes And what's causing a lot of this hoodness is these fascia adhesions that I need to release. And these fascia adhesions are not just right here on my brow bone or around my eyes. It's actually coming from up in here and all over my body, because when we have fascia adhesions all over, it pulls everything down. I've noticed that my jaw is looking a little bit more squarish, and I haven't been using my Orlift. I have been grinding, well, I've been clenching my jaw a lot lately because I've been under so much stress the last few months, and when I'm stressed, I clench, and I try not to, but I do. So what I'm gonna do for the month of March is going to be a fascia heavy month for me. I'm going to work on my fascia all over my body by performing block therapy. Once I get through, I'm gonna start off with doing the first week of the starter program. And along with doing that first week, I'm gonna be doing my face paddle program. And then right after that, I'm going to go into my block therapy membership, and I'm going to do the 21-day legs and pelvis program. I'm going to finish that. And then I'm going to go into the 21-day posture reset program. And after I finish all 4 of those, and it's probably going to lead into April, I'm going to go back into my Orlift, okay? And I'm going to take before and after pictures, because I think that this is really important so you guys can see the difference of what truly releasing fascia adhesions can do for your overall appearance. And it's all about getting to the root of these fascia adhesions, not just at the surface, and not doing specific exercises. You have to release these adhesions with the block therapy tools and following their program, and holding their tools per their guidance on these fascia adhesions for 3 minutes to release them adhering to the bone. That is what is restricting movement and pulling everything down. And the only way to truly get rid of those fascia adhesions, to make you move more freely, to help on your symmetry of your body, to help with your appearance and your posture, is to release them at the bone. Doing it at the surface will release some of it and allow for a little bit more movement, but it won't freely move up the area. As if you've noticed, like if you've performed other fascia exercises or tools, that it's temporary because you're not releasing that adhesion at the bone. And to get more information about your fascia, I would suggest going to Block Therapy's YouTube channel and watching their Fascia Masters series. They have 2. They have their old ones, which are pretty old, and then they restarted it several months ago. So watch all of those and you will learn how important your fascia is and how to truly release these adhesions that are restricting your movement, your blood flow, your lymph from, moving in and out of the body. Block therapy is truly amazing. And I want to get more into it because a lot of you are really into block therapy. And I'm getting so many reaching out, and the videos that I've made on block therapy so far are like actually my most watched videos. Actually, I would say probably since November. And I want to talk more about it and what it's doing for me. And I want to put it in action so you guys can really see the difference it's going to make in my overall appearance. Okay, so let's get on to the rest of this video, and I hope you enjoy it. And please don't forget to give my video a like, and I will see you in a sec. Mwah. Okay, I'm back to show you my skin after I just got out of the shower and cleansed it. And as you can see, it still has that beautiful glow. I have no skincare on whatsoever. I do have this little red spot here, and it's because when I was applying my body care, I accidentally hit myself in the cheek. That's just me. But one thing I also wanted to point out to you guys of one of the things I'm working on is restoring my vermilion border around my lips and adding in some plumpness. But I just wanted you to see my skin without any skincare on it whatsoever. And here we go. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we're back. So I want to make a quick announcement. I think I announced it in those clips, but for the month of March, starting on Monday, it's going to be a fascia heavily focused month for me. I'm noticing some things with my facial structure, my posture, and just the way my body feels is that I really need to take this next month and get into a regular routine with working my fascia instead of doing it here and there and whenever I feel like it and blocking intuitively. Now, what I'm going to do is starting on Monday, I'm going to go into the Block Therapy Starter Program, and I'm going to work through that, and I'm going to do a round of the Face Lifter paddle at the same Face Lifter program with the face paddle at the same time. I'm going to take a before picture and an after picture, and then we'll compare. And then from there, my program I'm going to go into is the 21-day legs and pelvis program, because when you're working on the symmetry of your body and your posture, it starts from the feet and you work your way up. So I'm going to go into that program. And then after I finish that, I'm going to go into the 21-day posture reset. And then from there, I will reassess my body and decide on what I want to go into next. Like, I know I need a lot of work in my upper body, especially in my shoulders, along my ribs, to release a lot of this tension and to help my jawline appear more defined and get rid of these jowls, and to help with my neck more, just my overall posture. My posture sucks lately because I've been neglecting it. And the reason being is I'm not keeping up with my block therapy, and I want to get this into a regular routine and make it a habit, because when you make something, if you do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit. And I'm changing my diet up too so I can lose some weight, because spring is going to be here and then it's going to be summer, and I need to get my summer body back. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on the most for myself personally. And when I'm going to do my block therapy, I am going to try to probably perform it in the evenings, because block therapy relaxes me so much that I find that it would be good for me to perform it at night to help me sleep, because I haven't been sleeping really well at all. Like last night, I got 7 hours of sleep, and I have not slept 7 hours in I don't know how long. I normally get 4 to 6 hours of sleep every night, and lately it's been 4 to 5. And I've been suffering, I've been through like so much these last couple months that is just really taking a toll on me, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that I need to do what is best for me. Okay. Now, a quick note with block therapy. So block therapy has really blown up lately. And I know this too, not only from, the issues that we've all experienced from their website, like last month, but now the baby blocks are out of stock. And so these are out of stock right now. I cannot believe it. So, and for another reason I noticed too it's blown up is because for the last 4 months, my most watched video out of all my videos on my channel has been my one about block therapy. I cannot believe it. So, quick note with your block therapy. So for those of you who are looking to get into block therapy, my recommendation for you is to purchase the starter package with both blocks, because I use this for certain positions versus this one. Like when I first invested in my block therapy, I only got the starter package with the Block Buddy, this is the bigger block. And I later, that same week after I started using my block therapy, like 2 days later, I went and purchased the baby block. And if I would have purchased this when I picked up my starter package originally, I would have saved probably about 50 bucks because you save on shipping and you also save on the block. So at the time of purchase, the extra block is $100. When you purchase your starter package, after you purchase that, you can buy additional blocks, but I believe they're $119 each and you have to pay shipping. So my recommendation for you is to save up and purchase the starter package with both blocks. I use the baby block a lot for certain positions, like on my calves, in my IT band. I use it for the side of my waist here because I'm really crunched in that area. I love it for my feet too. And then I also love it for positions with my neck. Also, and when you get into the membership, you can do double blocking as well. So that's my recommendation for you guys. Now, after you purchase a starter package, and these are back in stock, which hopefully it will soon, because right now what's taking precedence is the baby block. As soon as they get these all filled and they have extra, then the production of the face paddle will be back. Now, I believe that they're moving their production facility, or they're in the midst of moving their production facility. And once everything is back and up and running, then everything will start to come together and they'll have these back in stock. Now with this, you can only pick this up with the Facelifter program, that after you have purchased a starter package. The reason being is because block therapy, in order to make a difference here, it's a whole body approach. You can't just come in here and work the face and expect to see amazing results. It's a whole body approach, and because everything is connected. So, and one thing to note is when you buy the starter package and a facelifter, the facelifter program with the paddle and any of their intensives, those are yours for life. The only time you would have to spend additional money is if you want to take your block therapy, further and work on different areas and different things, and that is by joining the membership. Now, with your starter package, you do get 14 days free of the membership. Now, I would recommend starting that when you're ready to take your block therapy to the next level. You can stay in your starter package for as long as you would like, but if you want to take things to the next level, then invest in your membership. And when you start that membership, you do not have to give them a credit card. The only time you would be charged for the membership is after you finish your 14-day free trial of the membership. That's when you would sign up for the membership, and that's when you would give your credit card information, okay? And they have different tiers for the membership that starts at $49 a month, and there's a 3-month, a 6-month, and a year package. So the longer the membership, like 3, 6, and 12, there's going to be a discount in each of those, but the standard price is $49 a month, just so you guys know. Okay, so now let's get into this video. So I've been having a hard time trying to sit down and film today. Like, I wasn't feeling it, and then I was feeling it, and and then I tried to film this first part of this video, and this is like take 10, just so you know. So I'm going to share with you all my absolute favorite products that have helped me achieve makeup optional skin and brought back the health of my skin, and is changing my skin to where I'm actually building density, and that's collagen, elastin, replenishing those dermal fat cells, and restoring my natural mattress, which is that hyaluronic acid. Now, first thing I'm going to go into is my cleansers. These are my absolute favorite cleansers. I rotate these in and out, and these are the ones that I picked that I absolutely love. Now, my first cleanse in the evening is always a emulsifying oil cleanse to remove sunscreen and makeup. And I've tried a number of cleansing oils over the last year. You know, some speak to me, some do not. I was using the Michelle Corley Pore Cleansing Oil and Calming Cleansing Oil. And I was looking for something else and I found something. And you guys are probably going to be surprised by this because when I mentioned this and when I first got this in a video that I said I didn't think it was going to be a favorite because of the fragrance. Well, it's the Isden Essential Cleansing. So this actually took me by surprise. Now, when I very first tried this, I thought that the fragrance was really strong and it turned me off. I mean, it's not a bad fragrance. It seems strong to me. I did like the texture. It's a very light texture. It almost feels like a dry oil in a way, but I, you know, just kept plugging along and using it and I fell in love with it. The fragrance doesn't bother me whatsoever now. I'm used to it and I actually really, really like it. But for those of you who are sensitive to fragrance or you don't like fragrance in your products, then I would avoid this. But I have been loving it and it will definitely, you know, be a repurchase. I will be looking into other cleansing oils to see if I can find another favorite, but this one, I love it and it's been working out for me. So my absolute favorite cleanser of all time that I always use morning, evening as a second cleanse, and I keep repurchasing and going back to, is the Victoria Deanne Balancing Cleanser. Now this is a non-lathering gel cleanser. I just love this. There's no fragrance to it. It just feels really good on my skin and it gives it a really nice cleanse without stripping my skin or making it feel dry or tight. I just really, really love this. And it's great for those of you that have sensitive skin. I did just order their purifying cleanser to test out. That is their foaming cleanser and I want to try that. I did get a little sample of it and I enjoyed it, but I want to try it some more. So there's that one. My next favorite is the Revision Skincare Gentle Foaming Cleanser. This is a soap-free cleanser and it is a foam. So it comes out of here in a foam and that foam is so luxurious. It's so cushiony and silky feeling on the skin. I love the experience of this on the skin. I love that it gives me a really nice gentle cleanse without stripping my skin or making it feel dry after. This one also has amino acids in it, but this is a wonderful cleanser and I will use this sometimes morning and night. I reach for these cleansers when I feel just on what my skin is feeling. Another favorite is the Neogenesis Balance and Refresh Cleanser. Now I like this one too because this is a gel cleanser and it does have a little bit of a lather to it when you add water, but this has lactic acid in it, so it gives your skin just a nice little light, gentle exfoliation. It cleanses my skin well. Sometimes I like to use this one before microcurrent or just when I feel like I need this. I like this a lot in the summertime, just so you guys know. Now, my other cleanser here, this is an exfoliating cleanser. This is the Revision Skincare Papaya Enzyme Cleanser. I love this. So I'll use this a couple times a week. So I'll use it right before I'm gonna shave my face. I'll use it when I feel like I just want a little gentle exfoliation, but this is safe to use every day because enzymes, what they do is they only go after the dead skin cells that are ready to be gone. So they act like little Pac-Man and they eat the dead skin cells so they don't disrupt your barrier. I love this enzyme cleanser and this is gonna be here to stay for a while. This is just like one of the best enzyme cleansers that I found in a while. So I love that. Now, these products that I'm gonna share with you, these are the ones that I noticed the biggest difference in my skin. And there's gonna be a couple of professional only products here, but I'm gonna tell you something with these professional products. I absolutely love them. And when I get to them, I'm just going to tell you, you need to find someone in your area that offers the facial because it is amazing. So my core skincare revolves around Victoria Deanne Pepties. So I've been using Victoria Deanne Pepties for 6 months and I absolutely love these. These are the best peptides I've ever used in my entire life. These actually work. And what makes these so special is that these are clinical bioactive peptides. They are patented, okay? And they work with your body's own amino acids. And why that's important is because these continue to work because your body will recognize it. They're not like other peptide formulations that stop working after 2 or 3 weeks because your body doesn't recognize that signal. These come in different formulas. Now, if you've been following me here for at least the last 6 months, you have probably seen these in every video because I love them so much. And those of you who have picked these up and are using them on your skin, you are telling me how much you love them as well. So I started off with their Lift Kit, which their Lift Kit comes with their Rejuvenator, an eye serum, and it comes with Pepti Lift. And I was going to show you, I brought Tone, Pepti Tone, okay? So these are meant to bring back the health of your skin. You got your Lift Peptide, which will help bring the weave of the skin back together, because over time, what happens to our skin as we age, just like a sweater, that the weaving with the sweater starts to lose its weaves and everything just kind of comes apart. Pepti Lift is going to bring that weave back together, bring those cells back together, and then it's going to help lift and define those facial contours. So this is an everyday Pepti for me. I use it twice a day, morning and night. It's the one that I use first in my routine. Tone is a neuromodulator, so it helps with those dynamic wrinkles. It's not like Botox, but it does help with the movement of the muscles. So neuromodulators kind of work in that to where you still have that movement, but it's not creating more wrinkles or helping those or causing those wrinkles to get deeper. Peptitone not only works on those dynamic wrinkles, but it also helps smooth out the texture of your skin, the overall tone of your skin, okay? And then we have their rejuvenators. So their rejuvenators come in 3 strengths: mild, medium, and ultra. You want to start out around mild, just depending on your skin. And just so you guys know that the Victoria Deanne line is a professional skincare line, and the only way that you can pick these up is from a skincare professional, and they require a consultation before you can purchase. Now here on YouTube, there's Joella Milan who sells them, and if you're interested in them, you have to call her and do a consultation over the phone first or email before you can purchase these. You can't go anywhere on the internet and just buy these. They do require a consultation. So their rejuvenators are meant to be a retinol or vitamin A alternative. These encourage cellular energy and cellular turnover. So these are all about rejuvenating the health of your skin. It has vitamin B3, which is niacinamide, which gives your cells energy. It's also an antioxidant. And then you have your rejuvenating peptides. And these peptides are all about increasing that cellular turnover to remove those dead skin cells. And so you see that young, vibrant, fresh, glowing skin. If your skin is looking dull and tired, this will bring life back to it. And it's meant to be a retinol alternative. So if you have issues with vitamin A, retinol, tretinoin, you can't use it on your skin, I would recommend looking into the Rejuvenator. I've been using this for 6 months. I've been between, I've tried tretinoin in the past. It did not work for me. My skin is just way too sensitive for it. I've tried retinol in the past, and retinol does not work with my skin. I'm too sensitive for it, no matter any strength with it. I just don't like the way that those make my skin look. Like my skin is always red and inflamed. Then I tried retinaldehyde. Now, I love retinaldehyde. My skin resonates with retinaldehyde. But one of my things with retinaldehyde is that it leaves your skin kind of orangey, and you have to really work it into the skin in order to see a difference. Now, there is new formulations that are coming out, but the thing too is that you have to be careful with retinaldehyde and the way it's formulated, because it's not stable, just like vitamin C or L-ascorbic acid. So I gave up my retinol, my retinoids 6 months ago, and I started using the Victoria Deanne Rejuvenator in place, and I love it so much better for my skin. My skin is so much healthier since I've given up my vitamin A. And just so you know, I know everybody says, oh, vitamin A is the gold standard. It is not for everybody, okay? It is not for everybody. So just so you know, okay? So there's the Rejuvenator. Now, and I also started with their Pepti-Elastin. So Pepti-Elastin, this is what helps, elastin is what gives your skin that recoil, that rubber band effect. And as we age, we lose collagen and elastin. And that's when we start to notice our skin is sagging. And like if you pinch it, it's not bouncing back like how it used to, okay? So that's what this is going to do. So I started with those. And then I started adding more because I wanted to try all of them. Now, the only Peptis I have not tried is Correct HP, because I don't have hyperpigmentation, or Pepti Acne because I don't have acne, but I've tried all their other Peptis. Now, my core 4 now that I use twice a day are Lift Tone, Elastin, and Procol. So Procol helps strengthen your collagen, and it helps your skin build that collagen, okay? So those are my core 4. Now, for 3 months, I did incorporate Pepti Repair because I had a compromised barrier. So Pepti Repair is good for those of you who have a compromised barrier, for those who have glycation, sun damage, weak collagen and elastin, and it's great for after your treatments such as microneedling, peels, anything that leaves the skin feeling inflamed. This is my favorite peptide. This is amazing. And once I incorporated this into my skincare routine, I noticed that I no longer needed a growth factor. So I gave up growth factors. And you know, growth factors are great, but they're really good for your skin after a treatment such as microneedling. They work better in the skin when the skin is broken. Now for me, growth factors were becoming too expensive. I don't want to pay, you know, 100 plus. The best ones out there are over $300 and last me like 4 to 6 weeks. That is insane. I just found better results with my Pepti Repair, and I stuck to it, and I haven't felt like I needed to go back to a growth factor. However, I mean, you can use a growth factor, but I don't think they're necessary. I think they're kind of a cash grab. And I did ask Yvonne from Adipo to deep dive into growth factors, and he did do a video on that. So I did ask him to do that video along with another video that he did recently, which we'll talk about. So we have also Pepti Hyaluronic here. Now I use this one for treatments, and now I use Pepti Repair for treatments, such as if I'm gonna go and do microcurrent, microneedling, that's when I go for, or microchanneling, a sheet mask, red LED light therapy. I'll pop in hyaluronic and repair. I think hyaluronic is excellent to use with your microcurrent, just so you guys know. And then I have Pepti Pad. So Pepti Pad, this one I think takes a long time. This is supposed to work on your fat pads, but what I just noticed from this, it has instant hydrators in it, and it did make my skin look a little bit plumper. I still don't know about this. So this is the one that I don't know about. But all the other Peptis are amazing, and I love all of them, and I keep all of them in my routine. And I incorporate Pepti Hyaluronic and Pepti Repair now in a treatment. So, so those are those. And other products that I love from their line is this is my main exfoliant, which is their lactic 5% and collagen peel. So this is a very light peel. With the Victoria DN line, if you're using their Rejuvenator, you don't really need to do a lot of additional exfoliation because the Rejuvenator encourages that cellular turnover. But I do like to incorporate it, and I reach for the lactic acid 5% peel. Now this is a leave-on product, and it has the lactic acid at the right percentage to where you'll get a nice peel that's not going to cause any damage to the skin. So all skin types can use this, by the way. And that 5% is at a concentration to where your skin will recognize it and utilize it. So this is very moisturizing and hydrating, and it gives you a gentle exfoliation. Now, you apply, if you're going to use this, you apply it to your skin, you leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes later, and then you can go in with your Peptis or your other skincare items. If you are using the Victoria DN Peptis or you're looking into getting into using them and you want to still use a growth factor, I would suggest that you do Peptis always go on first before any other skin product. And side note to these is that you cannot cocktail them, you cannot put them in an infuser. You apply them individually, and you apply one and you have to wait 1 to 2 minutes before you apply your next product. You have to give these time to penetrate down into the skin to get that message across. If you cocktail them, they will not work. It's too much for the skin to recognize. You apply them individually, and that's why there's so many serums, and that's why they continue to work. You're not throwing all these peptides at the same time. You're giving them time to get into the skin to get that message across. So that is my Victoria DN products. These are my love. These are like the absolute favorite things in my skincare routine. I love these Peptis. I love their Rejuvenators. Those are the standout products for me in their line. They do have their eye serum, which I do love as well, and their collagen gel and their cleansers. These have been the best thing for my skin since sliced bread, because these are the true game changers and that have really changed my skin, and it's bringing that youthful everything back. I'm so completely over the moon happy with them. Now, for my professionals out there, and for those of you who are looking to get a professional treatment, my favorite mask of all time is a professional only mask. This is the best sheet mask I've ever used in my entire life. This is the Pepti Nano sheet mask. So this is from Victoria DN. These are formulated special. I believe it takes 45 days to make these. It's a biocellulose mask, but they have a special process in making these. And these just help your Peptis really absorb into the skin. This is so hydrating. It's such a beautiful sheet mask. I've never come across a sheet mask that is as spectacular as this. It is gorgeous. You can use LED light with it. You can use microcurrent with it. They just recently released these hyaluronic peptide serums. They released them in different weights, low, and you can see the Daltons there, that's the weight, medium, and high. So your low is for, really, these are for building your skin's own natural hyaluronic acid back. So these have Pepti Hyaluron in it, Peptis in it, and they're in the different weights to treat different aging concerns and skin issues. I started incorporating these into my skin recently. I did these hyaluronic packets with my last CO2 mask and peel, and the treatment came out amazing. But however, I have been testing these out on my skin and incorporating them into my routine, and I just swear to you, ever since I've done that this week, my skin just like turned around. These are so healing and repairing on the skin. And These you cannot buy if you are not a professional. These are meant to be used in the treatment room for treatments, and they come individually packed like this. And one packet it could be good for 1 or 2 uses, but these are phenomenal. I've never used anything in the treatment room that gave me the best results before these came along, and this. So these, like your low and your medium, are meant to be penetrated into the skin in the treatment. And then you have the high, which is like a finishing serum. It's repairing, it's soothing. I wish I could go into more detail about this, but if you're a professional, sign up for Victoria Deanne webinars. Sign up for Victoria Deanne because they're doing some amazing things. But what's special about these these Pepti hyaluronics is that these are formulated to work with your skin, not against it. Like, all hyaluronic acid isn't created equal, and most of the hyaluronic acid serums that we see out there in the market doesn't even penetrate the skin, and it stays on top of the skin, and it proliferates bad cells, sorry, which can lead to things down the line. And Yvonne from Adipo is going to be deep diving into hyaluronic acid. But you guys, trust me on this. Find someone in your area that uses Victoria Deanne and call them and set up an appointment. See if they have these Pepti HAs and they're using them in treatments, and go get yourself a treatment with these. I've used them with microchanneling. I've used it with microcurrent and LED light therapy, and they are amazing, amazing game changers. And personally, I really love that. I'm sorry to say this because I know a lot of you that follow me are not professionals, but I love that these are for professionals only, because what we've been seeing a lot lately is that these companies are making professional products available to consumers, and so it's taking business away from us estheticians in the treatment room. And this gives us something to keep special for our clients, so we can really work on their skin and then see a difference in their skin. And these are absolutely amazing. Okay, that's enough about bloating that. Another game changer for my skin, I've been using this for almost a year now. And since I eliminated most of the hyaluronic acid out of my skincare, I'm not using a separate hyaluronic acid serum, hydrating serum. And I think that the only products that have hyaluronic acid in them there's a couple in like sodium hyaluronate that's specially formulated in the Victoria Deanne. I think it's in the Rejuvenators, and those Peptis, but in my moisturizers, but I'm not using a separate hyaluronic acid product because it does not work with Adipo. So what hyaluronic acid does is it bloats your fat cells. And when those fat cells get bloated, it causes degeneration of the dermal fat cells, and also it keeps you from building that collagen and elastin. You'll start to see your skin sag, lose that plumpness. You're going to start to see more fine lines and wrinkles. The skin just is looking thinner. So since I eliminated vitamin A and most of all the hyaluronic acid in my skincare routine, and I went back to using Adipo for the last couple months. I've been using it at least 5 days a week in the morning as a mask. My skin is getting that plumpness back, and you can see that right in through here. Before I started using this again every day, I was using it as a maintenance 1 or 2 times a week. I was starting to get the marionette lines here, and I noticed like over on this side, it was looking a little bit more dented, and my eyes weren't as full anymore. So I went back onto Adipo, and everything is coming together again, and my skin just looks so much plumper and so much juicier. Adipo is amazing. It works if you're using it with it works if you use it how Ivan directs you on how to use it. or Yvonne, I'm sorry. I keep wanting to call him Ivan. You know, there's ingredients that do not work with Adipeau because they cause adipogenesis. I can't say it, which inhibits your fat cells from regenerating. The ingredients that that will cause you not to see results with Adipeau are hyaluronic acid, vitamin A, retinols, tretinoin, caffeine, resveratrol, volufiline or volufiline. There's another one that I'm forgetting. I can't remember it. So those are the ones. Now, Ivan has an IG post on those ingredients, but I recently reached out to Yvonne to do a video on volufiline. And the reason being is that I'm seeing volufiline pop up everywhere because fat pads is trending now. I cannot tell you like how important it is to not get sucked into certain ingredients to restore your fat pads. Now with volufiline, he did that video and I asked him to do that because Dr. Rajani just came out with a cream with volufiline in it. There's a lot of Korean skincare lines out there now that are starting to put volufiline in their products, and it's not good for your skin. It does not regenerate those fat cells. It does not work in the dermal fat cells. It'll bloat those cells and proliferate bad cells, and you don't want those bad cells to proliferate. Sorry, I was getting a little bit dry. So I did ask him to do that. Because like I mentioned, you're starting to see volufiline pop up in a lot of this Korean skincare brands. Another one that's like promoted heavily here on YouTube is the Hop line, and they do use volufiline in a couple of their products, like their Cava+ serum. I believe it's in their moisturizers. I'm not for sure if it's in their eye cream. I know it's not in their cleanser. I don't think it's in their bubble exfoliating product, but it's in their 24 karat sheet mask. And I had those and I got rid of them because I do not want to put volufiline on my skin. It's not in the new peel. So Adipeau really works. If you're using it, if you're not seeing a change in your skin, it can be subtle. Taking pictures is always best, and that's the same thing with using the Victoria Deanne Peptides. Taking pictures is always best because you might not see the difference looking in the mirror every day, but going back and looking at your pictures, you definitely will. And I will tell you, like once a week, I go into a magnifying mirror and I shave my face and I look at my skin and I see those changes in my skin. Like I'm just like blown away at like how youthful my skin looks now compared to what it did 6 months ago. So Adipeau, game changer. If it's not working for you, reach out to Yvonne. He would work with you and he would want to deep dive with you on why it's not working for you. Maybe there's ingredients in your products that you're using that is causing this to not work for your skin. So reach out to him. He's a really nice guy and he's very, very humble. So easy to talk to. Moisturizers that I have been loving and I'm seeing a difference in my skin are these Isden Age Contour Creams. Now, I am not one to really invest in my moisturizer or spend a lot of money because they sit on top of the skin. But what really turned me on to these Isden Age Contour Creams is that they help with glycation. Another products that help with glycation are the Victoria Deanne Rejuvenator and the Pepti Repair. Now, one note I think I forgot to mention that if you are using a retinol or tretinoin, you cannot use the Rejuvenator. These are meant to replace it. So if you don't want to give up your retinol or your tretinoin, then do not, this won't be for you, just so you guys know. So I'm not really into, spending that much money on a moisturizer. So Leah had a sale and I picked these up. And Leah from Skin Beautiful RX, I watched an Isden video that she put out and I was like, I gotta try these because they work on glycation. I really love these moisturizers. They do have a fragrance to them, but they're very light. If you have dry skin, these may not be enough for you. They're enough for my skin, and I just really love them. What's different about the nighttime is it has melatonin in it, and the daytime does not, but they're supposed to be really good at firming the skin and also helping with glycation. Now, I've been using these for 2 months now, and I love what they're doing for my skin. I do see a difference in my skin, and I repurchased them. I'm on my second night cream now, and I'm still on my first day cream. So, but they do last a while. I just found that the day cream lasts me longer than the night cream, because I think when I got my first night cream, it wasn't filled up enough. It didn't seem like it was filled up all the way, but this is how much I have after 2 months of the day cream. So I still have a lot. So I really, really love these creams. I see a difference in my skin. I love the experience. I love the way they go onto the skin and how they absorb into my skin and how my skin looks and feels after. I would just warn you guys, for those of you who do not like fragrance, these are not right for you. And then another thing that I absolutely love, that I'm seeing a difference in my skin and I've repurchased, is this Photozyme MD DNA Youth Recovery Serum. So the DNA and repair enzyme works on sun damage. So if you have sun damage, this is great for you because it will help repair that damage in your skin with that DNA repair enzyme. It also helps work on evening out your skin tone and fine lines and wrinkles. So I was late to the game on this because I was using Osmosis Catalyst for so long. That's a DNA repair serum. It does not have DNA repair enzymes in it. And I love Catalyst, but I don't like the orange color in it. And when I use that, I look like I have a fake tan, no matter how much I massage it in. It's great for skin tags, though. It does get rid of skin tags. So I was looking for, something to help me with my sun damage and accelerate my glycation going away. I first started out with these Isden Europhytonia Ageless sunscreens. These have that DNA repair enzyme in them. And these are what a lot of dermatologists in my area are referring to their patients now for who have sun damage or skin cancer or who have precancerous lesions. That's another thing that the DNA repair enzyme helps with, is precancerous lesions. So I picked these up to try them out, and I do like them. It's a nice light emulsion. It's almost like, it's really light. To me, it kind of seems like a dry oil. So I picked up the tinted and I picked up the non-tinted version. The tinted does have antioxidants added to it, by the way, or peptides, I think. I think that's what it is. Peptides. So they both have antioxidants. This one has additional peptides and it's tinted. So the tint is nice on the skin. It's nothing that is, I can wear this and get away with not wearing makeup and my skin looks fine. This one does kind of leave a white cast on my skin for about an hour, and then after that it goes away. So I was using these and I really like them, but what I don't like about these is I cannot use them in the cold, dry weather because they dry the heck out of my skin. These have alcohol in them and it's really drying on the skin. I have to put a heavy moisturizer on my skin in order to use these. The Age Contour Cream is not enough. So I was like, okay, I need a DNA repair enzyme. So that's why I looked into picking this up. I wanted to try the Rescue MD DNA repair cream. I can't even remember what it is, serum. But it's $300. I'm not paying $300 for a serum. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it. I've been there, done that. I'm not gonna do it again. So I picked this up. I've been using it for, I think over a month now, and I really, really love it, that I just ordered another one. So love this, and I'm gonna continue to use that. And then in the summertime, I'm gonna try to reincorporate these SPFs into my routine because I really love the ingredients, and I'm hoping to see changes with these as well. And maybe in the summertime, if I'm using these during the day, then I can use this just at night instead of twice the day. So I'll report back on that. Sorry, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. So for me, I have a hard time finding a vitamin C that works for my skin. Most of them cause irritation or really dry out my skin and make it feel dehydrated. So I picked up the Isden Flavo C. What I love about this is a simple ingredient deck. There's no fragrance to it, and it is L-absorbic acid. So with this serum, it looks watery right here, but when you apply it to the skin, it has sort of like an oily consistency to it. So I've been using this for 2 months now. I still have a lot left. Actually, I just use it during the day, and I'm right here on it. So this will last you a very long time. Just so you know, I think I could probably get another month out of this. Instead of it being 4 weeks, it's probably gonna last me like 12 weeks, just so you guys know. So I picked this up to try it because Leah said that she recommends this for her sensitive skin clients who have a hard time tolerating other vitamin C serums. Well, I have to tell you, this is working for me. I love this vitamin C serum. The one thing I would change about this is the texture. I don't really necessarily like the texture of this, but I love what this is doing for my skin. I feel like my skin looks, brighter, and it looks healthier, and it does not cause me any dehydration, irritation, or inflammation in my skin, and it's L-absorbic acid. So I love that. That is a game changer for me because now I can start using vitamin C on my skin. Now with the Isden SPFs, so since I stopped using those, I went back to my Color Science SPFs. When I wear this Isden non-tinted SPF on my neck, it makes this get really dehydrated and it looks crepey. So I had to stop using that completely. So maybe in the summertime, I won't have an issue with it, but we will see. And it's such a bummer because I really like what that sunscreen can do for your skin. So I went back to my Color Science No-Show Mineral Protection. And then, when I go to work or if I need to wear makeup during the day, I've been using the Flex and Medium as my makeup and SPF, and the Total Eye 3-in-1 in medium, as well as my under eye concealer and SPF protection. Now, I guess Dermatology has a dupe for this that's only I think it's like $40, and it's an SPF 41. This is an SPF 35 and it's $80. I'm probably going to give that a try in the future. What I love about these is this lasts me forever. This will last me forever. And I have a backup of this because I repurchased it and I thought I threw out the new one and I couldn't find it, and I was going to Hawaii and I really wanted to bring it with me to Hawaii. So I purchased another one. I know. And I ended up finding the brand new one. So I do love these. I'm curious to try the Dermatology version of this. And I'm kind of wondering if it's white label, because sometimes some of these skincare brands, like SkinCeuticals, will sell products white label to other brands, and I'm kind of wondering if that's what they did with this, except for maybe Dermatology. I don't know. It is a SPF a 41, but the ingredient deck is almost identical. The one thing about Color Science, the reason why they're so pricey, is that their formulations are patented. Their technology is patented. So if something is patented, it's going to be expensive because they can charge whatever they want for it. So I went back to this, and then I've always used this as my touch-up. So this I started using as a finishing powder, and I was going through it, and these aren't cheap. So I'm like, I want to use a finishing powder, because I don't really like my other finishing powders with this, because this is pretty emollient. And what happens is when I go in with loose powders, sometimes my skin gets dried out, or they get they cause my makeup to get hard pan. So I was trying this out and I really like this as a finishing powder after I applied the Flex. I apply this all over and then I use it to reapply. So I was searching for my Color Science Natural Finish Press Foundation, and I was searching for it. I thought I had it, but what happened to it is I actually dropped it and it broke. Okay, so I picked up a new one, and I'm using the shade Medium Sunlight. And what I have to tell you about this, okay, I like this over the Flex. I think it's really pretty when you first put it on and it starts, you know, melting into the skin. It looks a little bit too dewy, but like a half an hour later, it looks perfect. A couple things about this. It's expensive. This is like $59. I like it because it is a lighter application. I can use my own brush versus this. I prefer this more as a touch-up. You can use this as a touch-up too, but this is SPF 50, this is SPF 20, and this has more of a tint. You can use this as a natural foundation. It is really, really light on the skin. If you want, you know, a little bit of extra coverage, it's not going to give you that much coverage for your Flex. You can apply this on top for additional coverage. You can apply it as a finishing powder. Two things that I don't like about this, and you can see, I'm sorry if I flashed you with that mirror. I'll probably put a spot over that. But what I don't like about this is it gets hard pan really, really easily. Okay, so there's that. And it also has bismuth oxychloride in it, which I totally missed in the ingredient deck. And bismuth oxychloride in the summertime gives me a lot of issues because once it gets really warm, it starts to make my skin really itch and burn. I haven't experienced that with this yet, and it does come with this touch-up puff if you want it. I just put the plastic back over it because I took this to work the other day and I used this to kind of touch up my nose because I rubbed it. I do like it, but I still need more time, and I need to test it in the summertime to see if it will make my skin be too dewy in the summer when there's more humidity in the air. But the Color Science SPFs, the reason why I brought them in here, because they have been a game changer for me, because in the past, I've had so many issues with sunscreens, sunblocks, SPFs, causing a lot of irritation in my skin, causing them to get dried out, and I'd get inflammation. And I haven't experienced that with any of the Color Science formulations. They're just beautifully formulated and they work with my skin. Now, with your SPF, it's really important to wear it every day because this is our #1 protection for our aging skin. Our skin gets broken down from the sun, and you know that sun, it's not going to, you know, it's only going to get stronger, okay? Because due to global warming, and your sun protection is your #1 product that you need to make sure that you wear every day. And because I couldn't find the right SPF for my skin, I have a lot of sun damage from the past, and I'm so happy to have found this formula and it works for my skin that I continue to repurchase it. I know it's on the pricey side, but I absolutely love it. And finding the right sunscreen is so, so important. I cannot stress that enough. All right, so my next product that is a game changer, and then I'm gonna get into my devices, is treatments, okay? So for the month of February, I did the new PLLA Pro Micro Peel, the weekly refiner from the Hop line. I love this peel. This peel is so good. So I filmed a treatment with that with the CO2 Lift Mask, and instead of 3 treatments of the CO2 Lift Mask, I did 4. So I did this once a week, and I did it on a Sunday. I did this full-on treatment. In my last 2 videos, it's the full protocol of the treatment. This is a beautiful treatment and a game changer. I love this peel. It is so good. You can use it once a week. You can use it bi-weekly. Now, I did a full month of using all 4 packets, And I'm taking probably a month or two off of this before I perform it again. I'm going to reassess my skin, and if I feel like I need it, I will incorporate it again. I don't like to do peels too often on my skin. I'll do them once in a while when I feel like I need it. That really helped refine the texture of my skin. It helped with my pores and my fine lines and wrinkles. Gave my skin a really nice reset. This CO2 Lift Pro Mask is absolutely amazing. Ever since I finished that treatment, I no longer need to use castor and emo oil over my moisturizer in the evening. This really helped improve the hydration of my skin and its sticking. Now, I did a series of 4, and these are so worth your money, guys. These are incredible. They help with the texture of your skin, the tone, the clarity, your pores, your fine lines and wrinkles, your firmness, and the hydration of your skin. These are wound healing, and in office, these are usually used after lasers, treatments where the skin is inflamed, microneedling. You can even put these over, wounds, because this is a carboxy treatment, and it increases vasodilation to bring all that blood up to the surface to help repair and regenerate the skin. I did a series of 4. I love these. So now I go into maintenance mode of only using one once a month. These are so worth your money. They do work. My skin looks amazing. I just really, this treatment gave my skin the boost that it needed. Let me tell you, beautiful treatment. These are worth your money. Leah sells these from Skin Beautiful RX, and I believe you can use your discount on these. Definitely pick up a box of 3, perform the treatment, do 1 a week for 3 weeks, and you're gonna notice amazing things in your skin. Your products are gonna work better, your overall appearance of your skin. After a few days of performing this treatment, I like to look at my skin and a few days after, and you can really see the improvement of the health of your skin. Take before and after pictures so you can really notice the difference. Beautiful, beautiful treatment. Those will continue to be in my routine. Now for devices, these are my game changer devices. These are the modalities that I love for my skin, to where I see the most difference. And they're improving the health of my skin and helping with my aging concerns. Now, for me, my philosophy is it's always lifestyle, treating your fascia, your skincare treatments, fascia, and devices. A lot of us like to rely on our devices for our aging concerns, and we skip out on our skincare. You need to invest and be consistent with your skincare in order to see improvements in your skin for your devices. Please do not use your devices to just treat your aging concerns. You need to focus and look at the body as a whole. You can't just use your devices to treat your aging concerns and your skin issues. You need to have a good skincare routine in place. So the Misama Pulsed 40 LED light panel is my favorite LED light device. Ever since I purchased this on the Black Friday sale, I haven't used another LED light device. This is it for me. This is the one that I've used to where I've seen the most results in my skin. This little guy is powerful and it works. I love it. I love that I can treat my face, my whole entire face, my neck, and my chest in one treatment versus having to have 2 separate masks, a face mask and a neck mask, or a handheld. It's so quick and easy. This is just, it's a beautiful product. I loved it from the first moment that I used it, and I do see a difference in my skin with this. And you can use this all over your body too, by the way. Now, my treatment with this is I have done 3 minutes of the consecutive red and near, and then I do 3 minutes of pulse. And that seems to be working for my skin versus doing 1 minute of, now that I've been using it for a while, and doing 1 minute of consecutive red and near, and then 5 minutes of pulse. I can't do that for myself because I don't tolerate it that well. The pulse light, I do wear the goggles and that helps me. But I love this panel. And just so you know, you don't have to use the pulse function if you're sensitive to pulse light. And what I love about this is you can use it with just red LED. You can use it with just near light, or you can use it with red and near. And it also has this ambient mode button to where you can turn down the strength of the light, and you can use it in ambient mode to help improve your sleep. Love this. It's worth every single penny. I just really, really love this. This is my favorite LED light device of all time. Just really, really love it. I've been enjoying it. My other favorite modality that I absolutely love is microcurrent. So microcurrent is my true love. And my favorite microcurrent device of all time is the Pico Toner. The Pico Toner is the microcurrent device that I see the most difference in my skin. I just really, really love this. Neurotis knows the skin and what it needs from microcurrent. So what's special about the Neurotis microcurrent is it is a patented dynamic microcurrent. You have a program which is called P2 on this unit, and that works in the skin. It helps with giving your skin that radiance. It helps stimulate cellular energy. Also helps build that skin density back, which is your collagen and elastin. I also find that it's very healing on the skin, so it does help with wound healing. And then you have your P1 program, which is your lift and tone. And that's your program that you're going to use to lift and define your contours to help, restore that muscle where it should be. Also, that's the mode that you would use to treat your fine lines and wrinkles. So I love this. I have so many videos on the Pico Toner. Love it, love it. My other favorite microcurrent device is actually from Neurotis too, and that is the special edition Neurotis and Jane Man lift unit. So this one is designed by Tony, the owner and CEO of Neurotis, and Jane Man. They worked on P1 program in here, and that's a program that works specifically in your connective tissue and your fascia to help release fascia adhesions. That one also works in the skin too, because every time I use that program, my skin has this amazing, beautiful glow. And then you have P2 in here, which is the P1 program on the Pico Toner, which is lift and tone. If they ever come back out with this, guys, you should jump on it because I love this. And what's special about Neurotis is not only is that they have that patented dynamic microcurrent. Nobody can copy their devices or their current, but you can use it all over your body, including your neck and your chest. It's medically cleared. They went the extra, they went extra and got their devices medically cleared to use all over the body. So you can treat your arms, your legs, your tummy, your bum with these. You can treat your neck and your chest, which with other microcurrent devices, we're told we cannot use over our thyroid or on our chest area because they're not medically cleared. But Neurotis went the extra mile and got their devices cleared. Love, love, love. And my favorite way to use them is with the Jane Man Omna Lift Probe. I have 2 of these because when I picked up the Jane Man lift unit, I got another lift. And this is my favorite way to perform microcurrent. I love this, and I highly recommend if you have a device that you can use attachments for microcurrent, you pick one of these up because it will change the way you perform your microcurrent. This is the best microcurrent attachment that was ever created. And those of you who have it, you know what I'm talking about. Love, love, love. It's definitely worth the investment, let me tell you. Now, I will be getting back into doing some Pico Toner treatments and the Jane Man Lift unit treatment. For this first week, I'm going to focus on not using any microcurrent on my skin. I haven't used microcurrent in almost 1 week. So I'm going to take this week off again because I'm going to do the face paddle from Block Therapy and work on releasing all these adhesions in my face. My other favorite device tool is the Diminuage Nano Pen with their micro channeling silicone tips. I love this. This is so awesome. This is great for your Victoria DN Peptides. You can use this with your growth factors too. This will help increase your product penetration. They have different size nano chips. I have the booster here, so they have the daily and the booster. They also have 2 other aggressive chips that are great for those of you who have thicker skin that's not as sensitive and kind of more on the lines mimic a little bit of microneedling, and that's the Zip chip and the booster chip. Those are pretty aggressive and will give you an exfoliation. I personally prefer the booster chip and the daily chip. Now the daily chip you can use every day. Your booster chips, like the original booster, the Zip, and the booster, the Grand Booster, you switch out your daily chip for 1 or 2 times a week. I don't use these every day. I use them like a couple days a week, or the daily chips, or I switch out for a booster chip. I just don't have the time to micro channel my skin every day, but I do it at least 1 or 2 times a week. I haven't done it for the last couple of weeks because I've been doing, well, I haven't done it for a month because I've been using the CO2 lip mask and the peel. So I'm going to get back into doing that with my skin. If you have the Victoria DN Peptides and you're using them, micro channel them at least 1 or 2 times a week in your skin. You're going to see a boost in your skin from micro channeling. It's fabulous. Love, love that. There's other micro channeling out there. There's like the Skin One Pro, but the Diminuage actually I think is the better one because you can buy different tips for it and you're not reusing the tip, and it's more sanitary and it's cheaper overall. You can get this on Amazon. I picked up a Dr. Pen MAS because eventually I'm gonna go in and start microneedling my skin again. And I just wasn't having success with a roller or a stamp. So I'm going to try a pen and see if that works for me. But they have a nano chip on there and I tried it and I do not like those metal nano chips. I prefer the silicone nano chips versus a metal nano chip for microchanneling, just so you guys know. Jade Man Omna, always and forever, is a love. Favorite tool, game changer to work that surface fascia. But another game changer I want to talk about for you guys that I'm also going to start back up on. Now, I haven't done the Aura Lift in some time, and I need to get back on this. And that's one of the things that's going to happen after I get through those 4 programs with my block therapy, and I'm thinking probably like May or June, I'm going to start my Aura Lift again. Now, I have noticed that my jawline is looking a little bit more square. And what the Aura Lift does is it resets your facial structure of where it's supposed to be, which, you know, as we get older, our face becomes more crunched. You know, we have bone loss, we have our muscles shorten and get tight from, you know, poor posture. I'm getting like a little bit dry, I apologize. Poor posture, stress, grinding your teeth, that sort of thing. And we start to notice that our jawline looks a little bit more square. We're losing the shape. We notice our neck is starting to lose that firmness and it's looking, you get your gobble gobble, your jowling, your eyes are looking, you know, smaller. So, and that's all due to your facial structure. It's like shrinking over time. And what the Aura Lift is going to do is it's going to reset that facial structure. And when you perform the treatments as directed, that is personalized for you. You will notice that your cheeks will look plumper because it's resetting everything back. Your eyes will look more open and awake. You will get your jawline back. Your jowls will look less apparent. Your neck will look a lot tighter and firmer, and the corners of your mouth will turn up. And in turn, you'll notice that the texture of your skin will look better, like your pores will look minimized, because what that does is resetting your facial structure, is that it's like making everything go back to the way it was, and your skin looks tighter and firmer. And with that said, your pores look smaller as well. Another thing that I wanted to mention with block therapy, what it does help with is building back that bone density in your bones, because as we age, we do lose that bone density and we have bone loss, and you see it a lot in your face as you age. And that's where what can happen, like right in through here, your marionette lines and your jawline, you start to see that skin sagging more. It's not just collagen, elastin, your hyaluronic acid that you're losing, your depleted dermal fat cells, and your fat pad shifting, but it's bone loss, and that's a big one. And I actually have bone loss over here because when I was in a motorcycle accident, I actually lost a tooth, one of my molars, and I have a bridge there. But there was an infection in there that they didn't catch, and the bone was disintegrated in between that tooth and they couldn't put an implant in. So that reflects in a lot of why this side of my face looks different on this side. So if you have any bone loss from, like any dental work that you've done, it could reflect in how your skin appears, like right in through here and your jawline, just so you know. So that's a factor to take in, which a lot of us miss. And I miss that with myself too. And I was talking with a friend, and she goes, you know why the reason why that side is probably a lot worse than the other side is because you have that bone loss there. It's not just the scarring that you have from your accident. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. That's true, huh? Yep, that's what it is. But however, this looks so much better. My glycation's improving. It's like almost gone. Everything about my skin I love, and I wanted to share with you my absolute favorite products that are making a big difference in my skin. And if you've been following along here, you have seen the changes in my skin. And these are the products that I think are truly worth your money. And give them a shot and let me know how you like them. Now, all of these products that you have seen here today were purchased by me. Everything is purchased by me. I don't get anything free. So I purchased all these on my own, and I do not have a discount code for any of these because I'm not working with the companies, just so you know. Except for the panel. I do have a discount code for the panel, which is 10% off. I'm not for sure if they're going to have a sale on this anytime soon. You might have to wait until Black Friday, but Mother's Day is coming up. So, pay attention, sign up for my Sama's emails. I don't know if Auralift is going to have a sale. The Pico Toner, I doubt will go on sale because they had a big blowout Black Friday and holiday sale to where the Pico Toner was like $3.95 instead of $5.95. So I'm not for sure about that. But everything that I've mentioned here today and gone over will be listed in my shop on Shop My Shelf. I'm going to try to, after I get this video uploaded to YouTube, I'm going to upload the video into Shop My Shelf, and I'll have the YouTube tab, and I'll have all these products listed under that video so it's easier for you to find. The only products that won't be listed are these professional only Victoria DM products because you guys can't purchase these. These are only available to professionals. But I just wanted to throw them out there because they are game changers for your skin. So look for an esthetician in your area that is using Victoria DM and see if you can get a facial, and because those will restore the health of your skin and make it look better too. All right, so that is it for this video. I didn't want it to be so long, but here we are. So I will be back before you know it. I want to do a makeups favorite video, a body care favorites video, hair care favorites video. I think I'm going to do them individually so they won't be long like this one. And then we're going to go from there. I think I'm going to start trying to do empties again. We'll see, but things will be popping up, and hopefully I'll get my creative streak back. But I'm sending you all so much love and light. And please do like my videos because my channel has fallen out of the algorithm. And those of you who are subscribed to my channel and are not and signed up for notifications, you said that my videos are not popping up in your feed anymore. So please make sure you give my videos a like. It really helps my channel. And if you want me to continue to make videos for you, then you must like my videos. Otherwise, you're not going to see it, and then I won't put as much focus here, just so you know, okay? So I'm sending you all so much love and light, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.